Hey, Jackson? Where are you? It's getting kind of late. Jackson? Is everything okay? Has something happened?
Ugh, why are you blowing up my phone?
What do you mean? You're not responding to me, so of course I'm going to be worried and text you.
All you're doing is being annoying. If I wanted to talk to you, I would've.
What has gotten into you?
What are you prattling on about now? Nothing's wrong with me.
Okay, fine. Look, when are you getting home? I prepared dinner, but it's getting kind of late and I'm hungry. I didn't want the food to go cold for you though, so I haven't cooked it yet.
I get back when I get back.
What kind of answer is that?
The only one that you're getting.
You know what? Fine. I don't know what's gotten you into such a mood, but I've had enough of it. I'm putting the dinner in, and if it's cold by the time you get back, then that's your problem. You can put it in the microwave or something.
Wow, what a caring wife you are.
Hey, I've tried to ask you when you'll be back and been nothing but nice, but you've been a complete jerk, so I've given up. If you want to apologize, then we can start this evening over.
Why would I apologize to you? You should be the one saying sorry to me. I'm your husband, and you should be doing whatever I say. That's what a good wife would do.
Excuse you?
You heard me. This isn't the first time you've acted out like this. I mean, this is the first time in ages that you even bother to cook. A good wife would do that daily, and would have it ready for when her husband got home, no matter what time it was.
I can't believe what you're saying right now. Are you actually telling me that I should be nothing but a good little housewife who does whatever her husband demands of her?
Well, yeah, that's what marriage is.
No, it really isn't.
Of course it is. You made a vow that when we got married that you would honor and serve me like a good and obedient wife should.
At no point in our marriage vows did I say anything like that at all. In fact, our vows promised that we would treat each other with respect and equality, that we would share our burdens and help each other in whatever we do in life. But I can honestly say that you've done none of that.
Yes, I have. I make the money that you used to go and selfishly spoil yourself with. So you better be grateful, as I could just as easily take that money away. Then what would you do, huh? The least you could do is your wifely duties of housework and making sure everything is perfect for when I get back after a long, hard day at work.
Ha, that's funny. You working hard? Last I heard, your boss was threatening to fire you, as you were performing well below target and your attitude with the customers was abysmal. Well, at least it was with a woman. Figures.
Where'd you hear that?
I have friends, you know.
Well, it's not true. They're just trying to paint me out in a bad light, because they're jealous and intimidated by me. And anyway, you shouldn't be talking to other men. I'm your husband, and I'm the only one you should talk to.
I'm not some possession. I am my own person, so I'll talk to whoever I want. And anyway, if you're not even going to come home, then why should I bother sitting around waiting for you?
I see you need some time to reflect on your poor behavior. In that case, I'm leaving, and I'm taking the money I make with me. You'll not receive a dime off of me until you apologize for how you behaved to me.
Oh no, what am I ever going to do without your constant moaning and sexist remarks?
Just you wait. You'll soon realize how much you need me and my money, and you will come crawling back to me. You just better hope I'm in the mood to forgive you.
Ha! It's funny. The remarks you've made today have had me laughing more than I ever have since I met you. If anyone is going to be begging the other one, it's going to be you. And I know for certain I'm not going to be taking you back.
We'll see. Have fun trying to survive when you can't pay the bills.
Whatever.
Hey, Vaughn, are you there?
Hey Thomas, what's up?
I heard about you and Jackson. Are you doing okay?
Oh, you heard about that? Well, don't worry about it. I'm doing great actually. I never realized how much he weighed me down, but now that he's gone, I actually feel so much happier and lighter. I actually was thinking about filing for divorce. I just don't know where he is at the moment to serve him the papers.
Oh, wow, that's great for you. I'm glad you're happy. As for where Jackson is, he's actually crashing at his mom's place. When he left you, he came and told me about it. To be honest though, I'm glad you've realized what kind of guy he is. I mean, he wasn't so bad when we were kids, but he's definitely gotten way worse over the years.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I've been trying to distance myself from him actually. I don't really want to have someone like him in my life anymore. I mean, who would want to be friends with someone so horrible?
I know how you feel. I bet he's causing his mom grief as well, being at hers.
Definitely. They were screaming at each other before the first day was over. I feel bad for her. He just does whatever he wants without regard to anyone else. Not to mention the fact that he's broke and owes loads of people money, including me. Yeah, I've loaned him quite a bit over the years to try and help him pay the bills.
I hate to break it to you, Tom, but Jackson doesn't pay the bills. I do.
What?
Yeah, I pay the mortgage and all the other bills as well. Jackson doesn't really contribute much to the house. He spends all of his money on drinking and gambling.
What the? He said he needed it to support you because you were paid very little at your job. I didn't want you to suffer, so I helped out.
That's very sweet of you, Tom, and I'm sorry that he lied to you about it. I actually earn a lot more than Jackson, so I was never in trouble.
Well, I'll be demanding my money back from him ASAP.
Don't be afraid to get the courts involved either. I'm sure they could help you. But I think we should get our own back as well. For all the horrible things he said and done to us.
What did you have in mind?
Well...
Hello, Yvonne. I know it's been a while since you last heard from me. And I bet you're ready to about apologize for your unruly attitude and beg for me to come home. Am I right?
Jackson, has it really been a month already? I guess time really does fly when you're finally having fun.
What are you on about? You can't have been having fun. You should have been crying and begging for me to come back home. Oh, I see. You're just trying to make it seem like you were okay without me. You don't need to lie. We both know you've been a wreck since I've been gone. No need to worry, though. Once you apologize, I'll come back home.
That's not the case at all. I can honestly say that I've loved every moment away from you, and that I will be happy for the rest of my life knowing that I will never have to deal with you again after this.
What? What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. With you gone, I was finally able to see that I deserve much better than you, and that you were actually holding me back from a better life.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm the only thing in your life that makes it worthwhile. Without me, you're nothing.
See? It's that kind of negativity and vile abuse that I haven't missed.
Whatever. We can talk about it when I get back home. Make sure you have my dinner ready for me. I'll be there soon.
Well, I mean, good luck with that, but the family who lives there now might not be so welcoming to a stranger bursting into their home.
Huh?
Such a witty repartee. If you didn't understand, and no surprise with that pea-sized brain of yours, I've sold the house.
You what?
Sold the house. Geez, do try and keep up.
Well, why would you do that? That was my home.
Actually, it was my home. My name was on the mortgage, and I paid all of the bills so I could do whatever I wanted with it.
I'm still your husband, so I'm entitled to half of that money. Give it to me now.
What? Not even a please? Anyway, you're not entitled to anything. It was my money, and Thomas and I have used it however we wanted to.
What do you mean?
Oh, well, after your little tantrum, Thomas messaged me to see how I was doing. We got to talking and soon began seeing each other. Actually, we're on a little trip right now. We used the money from the house.
How could you do this to me? You're my wife.
About that. You'll be receiving some papers in the post soon. Make sure to sign them.
What papers?
They're divorce papers. I finally had enough of you and I never want to see you again. You're a petty, sexist, and small man whose only joy in life is demeaning those around you. I'm sorry I wasted so much time on you already. Thankfully, I can start righting that wrong and living my life to the fullest, without you.
You won't be able to survive without me. You need my money to pay the bills.
Jackson, sweetie, I earn more in 3 months than you do in an entire year. You're the one who needs me, not the other way around. And this time, I'm not going to bail you out of trouble. It's time you grow up. Or don't. I don't care either way now. I'm never going to have to deal with you again. Make sure you sign those divorce papers, otherwise I'll have to get the authorities involved. Goodbye.
No, wait, Yvonne! You can't just leave me like this. I'm your husband, so do what I say. Yvonne?
Once the divorce papers arrived at Jackson's mom's house, he was reluctant to sign them at first. But after threatening to get the police involved for all of his fraud and taking people's money under false pretenses, Jackson quickly relented and signed them. Once free, Thomas and I began to date and got to know each other really well. He treats me how I deserve, with respect and love, and I do the same for him. Theo, honey, are you okay? It's getting a bit late and you were supposed to be back a few hours ago. I just want to make sure everything is okay. Theo?
What? Why are you bothering me?
Well, you've missed dinner and I just wanted to know where you are. I am your wife, so I think I should be able to ask my husband where he is at almost 9 in the evening.
If you must know, I'm out with some of my mates from work.
Oh, okay. But why couldn't you just tell me that? I've made dinner and it's gone to waste now. Not to mention I've been worried sick about you.
Well, I forgot.
It's just, a little heads up would have been nice.
I said I forgot, okay? Jeez, what else do you want me to say?
Ugh, nothing. Whatever.
Actually, now that I've got you, I need you to pick me up.
What?
Yeah, we've had a few too many, so I can't drive back. I need you to come pick me up. I'm sending you the GPS coordinates right now.
But it's all the way across town. I've had one glass of wine with my dinner and I'm really tired, so I don't really want to take the car or risk getting a DUI.
Oh, come on, you've only had one glass. Besides, if you get caught, it'll only be a couple of points on your license. I'm already near the limit, and if I get caught again, I'll lose my license.
So it's okay if I get caught, but not you?
Why do you have to be like that? I mean, you've not even had that much. You wouldn't be breaking the law or anything.
Look, I'm sorry, Theo, but I'm not coming to get you. You'll just have to get a taxi back or something.
That's gonna cost way too much. Come on, just come and pick me up. I mean, what's the point of marrying you if you aren't even gonna help when I need it?
Excuse you?
I'm just saying that a good wife would come and get me. Don't you want to be a good wife?
Don't you want to be a good husband and not blow all of your money on drinks at a crummy little bar?
It's my money, not yours, so I can do whatever I want with it.
Well, in that case, you can get yourself a taxi home with it, because I'm not going to spend my money putting petrol in my car just so I can come and pick your drunk self up.
You're so mean. Just wait until I tell my mom about this tomorrow. At least she knows how to treat me right.
Oh yes, the woman can do no wrong. Do we really have to go on this trip with your mom and dad?
What's the issue with my parents now?
Be fair, you know your mom is so judgmental of me. I feel like nothing I ever do is right or good enough for her.
Well, that's to be expected. My mom wants what's best for me. So of course she's going to be critical of anyone I'm with.
I just find it a bit much is all. Can you try and talk to her for me? See if she can just, I don't know, lay off me a bit? I'd be really grateful if you could.
I suppose I could. Only if you can pick me up from the bar, though.
Are you seriously going to blackmail me?
Hey, we both want something. You help me, and I'll help you.
Fine. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Thanks, babe.
You promise that you'll talk to your mom for me?
Yeah, I promise. Just hurry up, will ya? I'm getting tired and want to have a good sleep before we go on holiday tomorrow.
I'll be there soon.
Hello, Faye?
Grace, is everything all right? It's quite late.
Yes, sorry about that. I just needed to confirm a few things before we head up to the cabin tomorrow.
Oh, sure. Okay. What did you need to go over?
We want to get going by 10 a.m., so I need to make sure Theo is up and dressed and that all of his bags are properly packed.
What? Sure, I guess.
You guess? That's not really good enough, Faye. I need you to be sure that he will be ready. We need to be gone by 10 so that we can get to the cabin by 12. The owners, who are friends of ours if you need reminding, are very busy people, so we can't be late. That means you need to be ready too. Do you think you can handle that?
Yes, we will both be ready.
Good. Oh, and do try to be a bit more chipper. We don't want a sourpuss ruining a holiday now, do we?
No, of course not.
Now, Faye, there's no need to be overly sensitive. I meant no offense.
I'm just tired. It's almost midnight and I have been at work all day before having to stop your son from drinking himself into oblivion tonight. It tends to make one a bit exhausted.
Theo wouldn't act like that.
No? Why don't you ask him tomorrow? But for now, I'm going to say goodnight, as I am quite tired and it's going to be an early start tomorrow. Good night, Grace.
Good night, Faye. Good morning. Are you two ready to go?
Almost, Grace. Just getting the last of our bags into the car.
I see. Does that mean you're too busy to say good morning then?
Good morning.
How can you still be packing at this time? Didn't I tell you to be ready last night? You should have sorted everything out yesterday so you could just get in the car and go.
It's okay. We're all packed now. We're heading over to yours now so we can travel together.
Okay, well, hurry up. We don't want to be late.
We'll be there in a few minutes. See you soon.
Very well. See you soon.
Theo, where did you run off to? I got the last of our bags into the cabin. I turned around and you were gone. How could you leave me with your parents on my own like that?
Huh? What's so wrong about it? They're my parents, so you'll be fine. Besides, I said I'd visit an old friend of mine who lives up this way.
What? This is supposed to be a family vacation. It's the first time I've been on holiday with your parents, and I don't really want to be on my own with them.
What do you want me to do about that?
Come back to the cabin, please. I need you here to help me. I'm really quite nervous.
Look, you're a big girl. You can be by yourself for a little while. I hardly ever get to see my friend. We're gonna hang out for a little while. You can do whatever you want.
But your mom is already judging me and bossing me around. She's treating me like a servant. Not to mention the sleeping arrangements.
What's wrong with the sleeping arrangements?
What do you mean, what's wrong? We're in completely separate rooms.
And?
And? And why have I been put in a completely separate room in a building that's practically a little outhouse from the main cabin, while you and your parents are in the cabin? Being married, I thought that we'd, I don't know, share the same room and the same bed? Does this not bother you?
Well, I mean, it's not that bad. I guess my mom just decided that we shouldn't share the same bed when they're here. She'd be too uncomfortable knowing her son was sleeping in the same bed as another woman. I'm still her little boy in her eyes. It's kind of sweet, don't you think?
No, I don't think it's sweet. I think that she needs to understand that we are married for goodness sake, and married people share beds. Can you please talk to her about it? I think what she's done is really unfair, and I can't say anything because she's not my mother.
Yeah, but to be fair, you're not really a part of the main family, are you?
What?
It's just, the main cabin is where me and my family usually stay. You know, blood relatives? Guests usually stay in the outbuilding where you are.
But I'm your wife. That kind of makes me a part of the family. That's the whole point of getting married, to integrate your partner into your families.
But you're not really family. Not blood. That's what I mean.
Okay, I get it. Fine.
See, I knew you'd understand. So, you're gonna stay in the outbuilding?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, tell my mom that I'm visiting a friend and that I'll be back soon. Don't wait up for me, though. We tend to end up losing track of time while catching up. LOL.
Sure.
See you later. Faye! Faye, where are you? And where's the car? Answer me!
Hello, Theo. Glad to see you finally noticed I was gone. It's only taking you, 24 hours? I'm surprised you were able to drag yourself out of bed long enough to notice, to be honest.
What are you on about? Where have you gone? My mom said that you just picked all your bags up, put them back in the car, and drove off. Why?
Well, your mom's not lying. I've gone back home. Well, I say home. Back to the apartment. I'm currently in the process of packing all of my things into boxes so that I can move them all out.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm leaving you. Why else?
What?
Yeah, after yesterday, I finally came to realize that you don't love me and you never have. You were just after someone to pick you up after your messes and pay off whatever debts you managed to rack up. And let me tell you, there was a lot.
That's not true. I want to be with you.
Uh-huh. You wanted to be with me so much that you ran off to go and sleep with some other woman as soon as we got to the cabin, right?
What? What are you on about? Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not stupid, Theo. When I asked your mom what friend lived nearby, she told me that a girl called Laura was close and that you guys have been childhood sweethearts. It doesn't take a genius to put two and two together.
Look, that was just a one-time thing. It'll never happen again, I swear.
Oh, I don't care what you do. I'm not family, so it doesn't matter to me. In fact, just to make it official, I've left you some divorce papers to sign when you get back, so that it can be legally official that I'm not your family.
Hang on, wait a minute, Faye. Aren't you acting a little bit hastily? I don't want to get divorced.
Of course you don't, because then you'll lose the person who has been making your life easy for you. I bet you don't even realize everything I do for you, do you? I clean up after you, I cook your meals, I pay all of the bills. You won't last 2 minutes without me, and you know it. But that's not my problem anymore. Oh, and if you think you can get away with not signing them, it won't work. With your infidelity, a judge would rule in my favor and grant me a divorce anyway. So it'd just be easier for everyone if you sign the papers.
But what'll I tell my parents?
That's not my problem. They're your family, not mine.
Fine, but don't try and come begging me to take you back. Because I won't.
Funny, I was just about to say the same thing. Goodbye, Theo. Thank you for showing me that I was never part of your family to begin with, and that I should never want to be. I moved out of the apartment that Theo and I had shared, and when he got back from his trip with his parents, he signed the divorce papers like I asked. I was able to move on with my life, and I have found somebody new who actually treats me like a queen and a wanted member of his family.